Hello friends, I'm Gal and this is my YouTube channel about practice and learning music. And this is what this video is about, practicing music and practicing your musical skills. So you do know that you need to practice, right? You know that you wouldn't be a better pianist or a better songwriter or music producer or DJ or singer or whatever you're doing without a lot of practice. So we all know it, of course, that's that obvious, but it's sometimes so hard to get yourself into this mode of practicing and practicing daily that this is actually what I want to talk about here. So, why is it important to practice? Of course, because practice makes perfect, right? Because when you practice and when you're doing your practice consistently, you're becoming better and better. And something that was hard yesterday, you repeat on it the day after, and then it became a little easier, and the day after, even a little easier. And then it become into your habit and into something that you can do easily. And that's actually where you want to be. For example, when I teach piano, so that's the place that I want that my students will arrive. Sometimes in the beginning they have to work very hard on playing simple pieces, and from lesson to lesson and from week to week they become better and those pieces becomes easier for them. So that's obvious why we need to practice. Now, what is important and I want to talk about here is to practice daily. And that's something a lot of us misses, and that is, I can't emphasize enough how it's important. You have to practice daily. It's not enough to practice like once a week or once a month or two times a week. If you're practicing daily, you're taking your improvement to the next level much faster. But it is hard to practice daily because every time I'm also in this movie, we have the excuses that today I'm so busy and today I have such and such things that I have to do. But we must find the time to practice every day. You know, what is the difference? When you practice every day, what happens is that your skill is coming from the very cognitive conscious place to the more subconscious and more intuitive place. Think about it that when you repeat on a thing enough time, it comes into your subconscious and then it's much more easily and in the flow when you're, let's say, playing, okay, the piano. So think on it like maybe let's take the song, the ABC song, okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You all know this song and you don't have to think about it when you want to sing this song because that's like how the phrase go in the back of your mind, right? You don't have to think about it. It's just there. If you want to know the order of the ABC, you just start to sing A, B, C, D, E, F, G because you learned it and you heard it so many times when you were a child. So that's where you want to put your music producing ability and your singing ability and your playing ability and everything you do. When it became into that it comes into the back of your mind and you don't have really to think about it. You don't have like to calculate if you're playing the piano. Where's the note C? Where's the note D? How am I playing the E minor chord? I don't know. It's E, G, B. Okay? So that's a very cognitive and conscious place. If you are already in the subconscious level, that these things is enough observed in the back of your mind, you already know, oh, okay, the chord E minor, so it's E, G, B, and you don't even do this process, you're just playing it. Okay? So that happens only if you practice daily. There isn't another way. Because that's that repetition that makes it to sink in to your mind. So let me give you some tips how to approach this. First of all, I love to recommend to my students and to you to set a daily time to practice. That can be in the morning or in the evening, it doesn't really matter what is convenient for you, but to set the time daily and to know that you have these 10 minutes. And that can be as much as 10 minutes. You don't need really more. At least not in the beginning if you're not practicing. You know, if you'll get to this habit, if you'll acquire the habit of practicing only 10 minutes, then later, yeah, it can move on to be 15 minutes and then half an hour and maybe even an hour. But the more basic and fundamental thing is that you will acquire the habit of practicing daily. So set a time in the evening or in the morning to practice. Let's say you're a music producer, so to practice your keyboard skills, okay? Or to practice anything else that you're doing. A daily time, a short time. Now, another thing that you can try is to try and take the challenge. And it's a good thing to take a challenges because sometimes when you put in a challenge, you have much more motivation to start work. So put yourself into the challenge of practicing every day for 1 month. For 30 days, try to see if you can practice every day and actually have it written. You can actually write it in your diary or something and you know, just like to mark yourself the V sign, it's fine that you did it every day and see if you can survive for those 30 days. Now, I didn't really check it, but I think I saw some kind of a research that say that if you can like go consistently through an habit of 30 days, if you can practice every day for 30 days, there is a great chance that you will keep it going. So if you got to the 30 days and every day you practiced, that's a good sign that you can move on and keep on practicing. But let's try and see if you can do it, if you can take this challenge. Okay, so that was a short video about practicing and about daily practicing. Please comment on this video, tell me what you think about it. You can also click this like button, this is very important and help me. And thank you very much, I hope to see you soon. Bye!